Well, hello there, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for coming along. And if you've been here before, well, thanks. We are on the Cedar Creek once again. We're in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. Last week we were here, and I found that there was a confluence of two creeks, as you can see right here. So I figure where there's two creeks that come together, it's bound to be a shot. Well, hello there. How are you? Good to see you back for yet another, I don't know, we're doing water today. This is, if you saw the last video, you'll know that we kind of ended up down at Cedar Creek. And every time I get by the creek, it's the same thing. It just gets in my blood, you know, and I just have to go. And so I've come back. It's only about an hour from my house, too, and this whole area is so beautiful. But I've come up off the creek a little bit. I don't have a lav mic today, which would be nice for down here waterside. I didn't bring it, and I kind of wish I would have. I will next time, but I have a shot that I know that I want, and I can. You'll see it here. I'll point to it. But what we have is we have the Cedar Creek coming by this way, and this creek coming down this way. I don't know what that creek is. I'll put it up here if I can figure it out. But where this creek meets this creek, there's a nice image there that I'm going to get. That's probably going to be the last one we get to, because I've seen a couple of images that I'm going to try to get further up creek. So let's go, okay? We're going for it. So see you in a bit. This rock right here is an important part of this, because if you look at this, it does look a little right heavy, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow this rock right here to kind of offset this heaviness down here, and I think it's going to work. When I look at it, I can see that it's a diagonal thing, and I kind of like that, so I'm going to go with that. I also have some branches that are hanging over here. That's nice too. I like that, but I have the polarizer on. I've got most of the shine out of the water. I'm going to do sort of a focus stack here. So let me go ahead and get that done. If this comes out, I hope you like it. So I like this image, actually. The rock is not a rock at all. It's a tree, or a part of a tree that is sitting long ways. You just can't see the long part of it. I do like the way all of the branches seem to point to it. That's pretty cool. I especially love the stick right here that just kind of defiantly stands in the water like, yeah, whatever, you can't move me. And it's neat. In the interest of you being able to hear me a little better, I thought I would just do it this way. Camera's sitting up over here, okay? This is the subject area right here, okay? I want to show you what I was looking at first to determine this. So if you'll notice, I've just come up creek a little bit, but if you'll notice, there's this line of rock right here. Do you see that? That's an awful lot of great interest, great, so in other words, I looked at that and went, I want to go ahead and maybe try to shoot it from this way, because of this log here and all of this. Nice tree up here, all of this right here, I can get in. The biggest thing that I wanted to make sure that I did was to go ahead and face this way so that all of this was front facing to the camera. I think it's going to add a bit more interest, but let's take a look in the camera and see. Okay, I know this is probably going to be hard to see. It's raining, it's just a mess, but I wanted to see if I could get this at least so that you can see what's going on in the camera. But once again, I have this same thing happening as the last image. Here's my big old log thing. Once again, we're making a diagonal. We're just in a different spot, right? So that log, that round log is up there
providing interest. It's drawing our eye up into that corner, which is helpful. What I like here, though, is I love this branch, this dead branch caught in the water. It just elevates this to something more than just a nice falling water image. There's a little bit of interest right here in a really nice area. So that's what I've done. I'm going to go ahead and get it. Since it's raining, I'm not going to take you through that, but if it comes out, here it is. I hope you like it. Whew, it's cold.
So we ended up using some of the elements from the last image in this image. I like that. That's cool. And I love the stick. Like I said, I believe that's a big part of the image here. But what I really thought was neat was the fact that we have so many repeating angles. And this isn't something that I realized until post. So with that third shot in mind, I decided to head down the creek. And as you can see here, the confluence of the two creeks proved to be too much for the microphone on my phone. So I'm going to do my best just to talk you through this, and then we'll look at the image. However, a quick word for those who want to try this at home. Please be careful. I can't tell you how many times I almost slipped and ended up on my butt. Wasn't pretty. So as you can see, the rain was coming down, and I wanted to get low. I knew that there was going to be some space that I had to pay attention to in this shot, and I'll show you during the reveal. Here it comes. I do like this shot. That space that I was talking about, well, it's right there. I didn't quite know how to handle that space. I didn't know whether I wanted more or less, but I knew I needed to have a little bit of separation there. Actually, the best part of this image is where those two little side waterfalls come down. I think that's just a great focal point there. A little more water in the creek would have translated that better. So if you've enjoyed this and don't want to miss out on the next one, be sure to like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. If you need to see something before then, well, I am sure that there's a video on the screen right now that will help you out with that. Other than that, thanks a lot for coming along this time, and we will see you next time. All right, guys, take care.